with the beginning of Trap, Terry's going to take a moment to cast Dark Vision upon himself.
I gave you all 60 feet of dark vision anyway.
Then Terry's not going to do that.
Yep, no worries.
I mean, just because I'm a half orc, does it mean that I see a bit better?
You know, I'm not quite sure if half orcs have dark vision. They do. So you all have 60 feet of dark vision, so your vision extends a little bit further past. You all have torches on you too.
All right.
So you go in the front of the group.
All right. You want me to go on the front? I'm not a pussy, man. I'm gonna go in the front.
What you see immediately in front of you is the exit at the north end. Like I said, about 200 feet out. You see flat-top rocks that offer some cover, but the cavern is relatively open. There is a door on the western wall, as well as a line of large rings dangling overhead. That's that dotted line there. The Kobold crowd chants and whoops for you to do something. To the western end is a small tube with grapefruit-shaped rocks and a ladder leading up to the rings.
Hold on.
My character wants to approach and pick up a big rock and put it inside of the tube. Just see what happens.
Alright, and it shoots up, shoom, and a piece of fruit falls over the other side.
Okay. I pick up a fruit.
Okay.
And immediately eat it.
It's tasty. It's fresh. Mango.
I'm already winning. Any of you lads want to give it a shot?
Can I use identify on these fruit?
Oh.
You don't need to. Based on Fang's reaction of just gobbling it up and not immediately choking or dying, it's pretty tasty. It looked like mango.
Fang is strong. He likes mango.
So what? I also like mango. You think you're special?
I do.
Alright. That is your right to believe that.
Hell yeah, it is, man. I'll pick up another rock and put it inside of a tube again.
And once again, you hear shoom, and another piece of mango falls out of the top.
Oh, look at that, man. I pick up it and eat immediately.
Alright. Fang's just having a feast. The rest of the crowd is cheering, "Do something! Do something! Trap, trap! Trap, trap!"
Well, might as well check out what kind of trap there is up. I'll go and see. And I'll march forward and look out for traps in front.
The presence of traps are omnipresent around you, but in particular, I'm guessing this was Niblix.
Yeah.
Niblix, nothing that you can see immediately sticks out. I mean, the dotted floor in front of you is coarse sand. It would be rough terrain. There's an obvious spike pit there. Here is a wall with spikes coming out of it. It's obviously meant for pushing. There's traps all around you.
Right. I will cast Mage Armor on myself,
Okay.
making my AC 15. And I will use Tempestus Magic to make myself float. No, that's Font of Magic. This magic. To make myself hover. I'll say 3 feet above ground.
And you hear a few trap, 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 good, good.
And then start floating
Damn
around
you.
the room.
You
trying to
crowd
see-
favorite, man.
And as you're floating around, Fang, what is your AC?
You have to explain that to me.
So on your character sheet, you've got something called armor class, commonly referred to as AC.
Yeah, it's 13.
Okay, however, you are a barbarian.
Hmm.
Yes.
So you have a trait called unarmored defense.
Correct.
You're damn right, I know.
So that means you get both. Add your Constitution modifier to your AC.
So your
How do I
consti-
do that?
on your character sheet, your Constitution
Right.
modifier is a 3 right now. So that
So
would get
add 3.
that would get added to your AC to make it 16.
Oh, thank you for doing that.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, though, 18 still hits. As behind you, a rock formation drops down and a cannon shoots out, and one of the rocks you had stuffed in there before shoots out and hits you right in the back of the head. And
Whoa, what do you mean? I didn't do anything. I was just standing.
the slide or the formation slides back up, and the cannon draws back, and you take 5 bludgeoning damage.
What the fuck? I wasn't even in front of the cannon, mate. How did I get hit?
It was from this wall.
So it
The
just shot
rocks-
at me at random.
Yep, the rock slid down, and the crowd erupts in laughter and cheers. Trap! 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 Trap!
Yes, trap.
That's why I don't trust you.
That's why I don't trust Kobold. Start looking around. So
And-
you said the exit is over there.
Yep, straight to the north.
Right to the north. Simple as that.
The ceiling above you is kind of shrouded. You can't really see the top of this cavern, but you hear the laughter and he's getting close. He's getting close.
I will shoot a firebolt upwards.
Okay. And it
Do I
illuminates.
see anything from the light of the fire?
You do. Just in time, as they begin jumping down from the ceiling, wearing 2 long, tightly woven ropes. Sorry. And they swoop down in front of you. And then I'll need initiatives.
Alright.
2 kobolds swing down with javelins. They're going just kind of like a trapeze act. They're swinging down from the top of the ceiling.
Hold on.
Mhm.
If anybody is unfamiliar with Roll20, when you roll initiative, you first have to click on your token.
Thank you.
That way it will get added to the turn order.
So, to roll initiative, looks like we got most everybody. To roll initiative, first you'll select your token on the map, and then on your character sheet, just click the word initiative. Bingo. There you go.
Nice.
Yeah, perfect.
So we got Barrows, Black Terry, Niblix, Valnir. Who
Yeah,
are
we don't
missing?
have
Fang. Ooh, Fang.
Think that cannon hit him harder than we.
So, Niblix, go ahead. You've got first attack. You see these 2 kobolds come down with javelins aiming straight towards Valnir.
Oh, watch out! And I draw my short bow and I'm gonna shoot that.
60 feet. A 10? Sorry, I didn't have the character sheet up.
At 10, I don't think it hits.
10, unfortunately, will not hit, no. Anything else? Bonus action, movement?
after I shoot, I'm gonna try to go hide behind this big rock.
You can. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I was muted. I'm so sorry, guys.
One question.
Yeah.
Am I allowed to reflavor Firebolt into a Lightning Bolt?
Yeah, it's a one-shot. Why not? But you have to give me an impassioned prayer to one of your many deities when you cast it for it to turn into lightning.
Of course.
I'm kidding. You don't have to do that. I would love. Niblix, yes, you are able to hide behind the rock. Absolutely, it offers great protection from these guys.
I'll try to keep hidden from them.
So you don't need to give me a stealth roll because taking the hide action is an action. You've used your action as an attack, but you can still just take cover behind the rock, and it offers
it's
you.
in the cunning action of the rogue.
Oh, thank you for correcting me. It's a bonus action. Thank you. Thank you. Absolutely, you can hide them. You can take the hide action, and it's more than enough. You just, as they saw you dove behind, and even a few of the kobolds behind you in the stands have lost where you were. You were able to hide so well. Where did he go? Where did he go?
That's gonna be the end of my.
And Valner, this swinger is going to come down at you and make a slice.
It will try.
It'll miss.
It will fail!
Oh, lucky.
As it comes down, swings.
Hercules is watching over me.
You just elegantly glide over the air. You're still floating. Elegantly glide. And
Like, this floating is until I stop.
Yep.
Until I want to stop.
Barros. What is it? Barros?
Let's go with Barrows.
Barros. On to you. You have a movement, an action, and a bonus action.
Could I cast Dissonant Whispers?
Yep.
I'd like to cast that on the one closest to.
So open up your character sheet, and it'll either be under on your character sheet. Yep. Go ahead and just click the. Oh, I'm sorry. On the core page, did it move for you? Do you see your main character sheet now? Okay. Now on the attacks and spellcasting, you've got Dissonant Whispers right there.
I'm casting this at level 4, correct?
Well, click on your character sheet above attacks and spells. Click on Dissonant Whispers,
Okay.
and then it'll give you the prompt to cast it at a higher level if you'd like. So I need to make a wisdom save. He does not make it. So you whisper just cursed language into him, and he shrills, "Make it stop!" And he cuts off the rope, and just he's on the ground, screeching in pain. His ears are just bleeding out, and he falls over, dead.
All right, and I'd like to move behind the rock, but not direct.
Okay. So, yep, partial cover.
That'll be it for me.
Black Terry, on to you.
Whoa, Black Terry. Blah, blah, blah.
Blank, blank.
Okay, sorry about that, guys. Black Terry is going to jump out from behind this rock. Actually, he's going to go around the side of this rock. Let's see here.
I'm gonna jump out this rock.
I'm gonna jump off this rock, right? Turn into Grogu.
Alright, that fucker way over there is like 45 feet away, so that's well within casting range. Let's see what I'm gonna try and hit him with. That other one went down pretty quickly, so we're just gonna try acid splash.
Sorry, I meant to show you guys. That's what's coming down at Velner. What you guys see coming down at Velner.
Mate, you're not looking good.
Hercules will watch over me.
He missed.
So will Umberly.
So does that guy make his dexterity save?
Meets it.
He does. Okay. And then I'm gonna curse him and his whole family and everyone he's ever known.
Trap, 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 trap. As the crowd bustles around you, they're loving every second of it.
I'm just trying to double check, see if I have any bonus action things I can do. Sorry. Nope, that's gonna end my turn. I am gonna get back behind the cover of this rock, though.
Very good. Ballner, on to you.
All right. Extend my hand forward. By the power of Talos, Aegir, and Umberly. You shall be smitten! Lightning bolt. God damn it!
Oh. And it must be the jeering from the crowd getting at your nerves. Stop it! Stop it! As you're trying to focus, and they just keep laughing at you. Trap, trap! Daddy will! Daddy will! And cause you to lose focus, and the bolt goes wide.
You're desecrating the power of the gods!
This next Kobold Swinger will come down at you, Valnir, and just the same, make his power slice with the javelin. 15 against AC.
Against mine?
It hits.
Yeah, that.
So you'll... why does it roll damage for... Oh. 5 piercing damage total. As they swoop down, and the one missed, as you saw in the picture, but the other one managed to get you. Is the floating any kind of concentration spell?
Nope.
Very good. Fang, on to you.
Yes, mate. So I could ask a question. Yeah, when previously I got hit by a rock from the trap, I have this perk called the Danger Sense. Does it not help in any way with it?
Let me take a look.
Please.
So it will help you. It will help you a lot in this scenario, but in that particular sense, it was an attack made by kobolds using a hand cannon. The rock you had fed through the tube was the same rock that just hit you in the back of the head. So it was an attack, and you didn't have to make a dexterity saving throw. So the
Okay.
the advantage on the
Fair
dexterity
enough.
throw.
I understand. Thank you for explaining that. Okay,
Yep.
I'll do something now.
Yep, you've got.
Can I move over here, and then like jump over the trap on the other side, trying to impress the crowd?
Yeah.
And then I want to use a javelin to throw where I land to the kobold.
Go ahead.
Okay, fantastic. Do I need to roll anything for that?
Well, you need to roll an attack for the javelin throw, but it's
Okay.
it's a 10-foot wide jump. If you've got a little bit of a running start, you can make it easily.
Okay, no problem. Okay, I made the jump. And now I need to roll an attack.
Yep. So on your character sheet, just click the word javelin on the attacks and spellcasting, and then 20 will definitely hit. So in the chat, click the word javelin, and that'll roll damage for you. 13 points of damage. As you leap in a glorious bound over the spike trap, and midair, pinpoint accuracy throw your javelin while the swinger is mid-swing. He's swinging down and stabbing Volnir as he's swinging down, and on his upswing, you're able to pinpoint it so well that you hit him right in the back of the thigh, and he screeches out, and crowd around you cheers. Trap!
Yeah. I'll make a battle cry to further impress the crowd.
Trap! Niblix.
All right. I'm going to see what's going on the other side. And
That
then
sounds
when
like something a boy would do.
And when I see the kobold up there, I'm gonna try to shoot at him.
Okay. So the spotted area is coarse terrain, so it's difficult terrain, I should say. It's coarse sand. Like think sand pit. You're in a stone floor, and these are just huge sand pits to make you move a little bit slower. So you'd use each square as 10 points of movement instead of 5. But you had more than enough movement still. $21 will hit.
And since I got an ally, I'm gonna add my sneak attack.
Yep. For 9 piercing.
If you want, you can click the...
Yeah, the sneak attack. Yeah, I just didn't do it.
Oh.
How do you want to do
There
it?
we go.
So when I arrived in front of the kobold, I'm just shooting him right in the head and saying, "Careful, Volnir."
As this small gnomish creature with a short bow comes down, looses an arrow and takes it out. The rope is still dangling, or it's still strapped around its rope and just kind of dangling, swaying in front of you, Volnir. And Niblix, I'll need a dexterity saving throw. As a bowl of flaming feces comes hurling your way. Not anybody else's, just at yours.
Okay.
And you can not only sense it, but smell it coming, and dodge out of the way as it goes into the spike pit. Boo no! Boo no! Boo no! And the other half of the crowd is, yeah, trap, trap! Yeah, trap, trap!
Fanger, you're right.
You guys are okay?
Uh-huh.
I've been-
Crowd around you still cheering, more trap, trap! More trap, trap!
Silence!
More trap, trap! More trap, trap!
Well, guess we have to move on if we want to go out of...
I suppose.
Fang and Volnir, you all see to the west of you some little peepholes cut into the rock formations in the wall. And Fang, you get a sense something's not right, and you can see just before they're in full view 2 more of the swinging kobolds beginning their descent with their javelins pointed directly at you.
Oh my god.
Another initiative roll?
Not yet. Fang's the only one that sees this at the moment. Fang, how would you like to react to this?
I would like to learn my mates. Or shall I like run first? Damn it.
Yeah.
There's
So
no way to
this
hide
this
as well.
spotted path here is another sand pit.
Okay.
So each square represents 5 feet of movement on the map. So your character has 30 feet of movement, so you can move 6 squares. But those spotted paths count as double. they're difficult terrain, so you could only move 3 squares instead of 6 along that path.
I already moved a bit. I seen after I jumped.
Oh yeah,
from the
I'm just
trap.
letting you know.
Okay. Can I like alert my mates and then also throw a javelin at another kobold?
Absolutely.
Fantastic. That's what I would like to do.
So you yell out that they're swooping down, and you look up and try your best. Go ahead and make an attack roll against one of the kobolds, and then we'll do initiatives from there.
Okay.
Remember to click your token first and then initiative.
Don't worry, Fang, I got you. But yep, make sure your token is selected when you click initiative, because it won't go into the tractor if it's not.
I rolled on a javelin. Did it hit?
Well, let me see. Javelin. 18 will hit, absolutely.
Okay, fantastic. Now I need to click on it again to see the damage.
Yep.
Okay.
On the word javelin in the chat. Yep.
Okay. Boom.
8 piercing, very nice. And it kind of throws him off balance, and he kind of drops down a little bit and is way off path from where he was going and is swooping down over the spike pit now.
Amazing. Haha, you loser.
So everyone else, Volnir, Fang, everyone else, you roll initiative, Fang, Black. Actually, just Fang and Volnir need initiatives from you. So Fang, make sure your token is selected on the map, and then click the initiative.
Wait, I rolled twice.
Alright, finally off the phone. Sorry about that, you guys. Terry's back.
Nope, no worries. Ladies, personal first, then D&D. You were able to play, so it's fine.
Oh, god damn it. That initiative was so good. I was like, it's almost my turn again. I gotta go, guys.
Alright, the first one will swing down and just come right to your face, Volnir, but that's kind of the end as it begins his swing back. He's way off momentum. He's kind of scrambling. And instead of jabbing you in the face, he's kind of panicking right now. Black Terry.
Right then, I'm gonna peek out behind these fucking rocks. Ah, Christ, another kobold. I need him to make a dexterity save.
The one by Volnir?
Yes. I slipped into Australian. I don't know how that happened.
And the splash of acid goes wide as I said, the kobold is starting to swing his way back.
Well, in that case, I'm gonna need Volnir to make that save as well.
Dex?
Correct.
Alright.
Instead, the acid goes wide and spills on you, Volnir.
Ah!
Oh my god.
It begins burning a little bit of your boot off and exposing your ankle.
Watch it!
Sorry, mate. And then I'm gonna duck back behind the rock.
The next one will swing down. Fang. Javelin comes towards you. 15 against your AC.
I have 6. Do I need to press on it? What do I do?
Nope. You just let me know. It does a
16.
So 15 does not hit. So you can hold up your axe, or you could just kind of brush him off, however you want to do it. But he doesn't hit you. And Niblix, on to you.
Well, seeing my friend still attacked, I'm gonna shoot at the
Kobold.
You die, creature. Does 19 hit?
19 does hit.
Then I'm gonna...
The one in front of Volnir, you said? Or the one in front of Fang?
Well, 12 damage. At one in front of Valnir.
Okay. How do you want to do it? It's on its way back. It's still panicking, kind of flailing all about.
You see my arrow just passing through his head and saying, "Those things don't learn."
As the panicking and flailing about stops, as it swings back over the little bit over the spike pit, lifeless. Anything else, Niblix?
And it's... I'm gonna move behind Volner. That's gonna end my turn.
Valder, on to you.
Right. I will float very quickly over here and try and shocking grasp. So that's a 23 to hit.
23 will hit.
It's 5 lightning damage.
And he's swinging down, and Fang kind of smacked him out of the way, so he's lost a little bit of trajectory, but he's still got some momentum left in him. And you see that, and you take your opportunity to just reach out and grab him at the ankle, and burst of electricity shoots out, and he got as he still swinging.
I smirk.
Fang, on to you.
Yes, mate. Make a shout and grab my great axe and want to attack directly the Kobold.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, I need to click on the thing here.
Ooh, a crit!
Wow.
A crit! Go ahead and roll damage.
Fantastic. By the way, when I crit, I have a perk, I think, that lets me do another roll just on
Yes, brutal critical. You are a half orc, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
Yes, I
3
am.
dice
That's
instead
brutal
of
critical.
2.
You get 3 dice instead of 2. Yeah, that's fucking great. It's a
So
great
as-
ass. You get another D12.
Kobold doesn't exist.
Bro! Okay, so
Does this kobold even exist?
I need to slash roll, and then what do I put?
So first you
First
click.
of all, you click on the great axe,
Yep.
on the word great axe, like
Uh-huh.
under the roll. Okay, so that's 13 damage, and then you slash, roll 1d12.
Slash roll 1d12. Thanks, mate.
No problem.
6 more.
6 more.
That's 19.
How do you want to do it?
What do you mean?
So when I say how do you want to do it, instead of me describing the kill, how would you want to kill him?
Oh, fantastic. I hit directly in the head and cut the bastard in half.
So as Valnir reached up and grabbed its ankle and shocked it, it's lost quite a bit of the trajectory, and you take the opportunity to just almost home runner.
Kind of like a splitting a hot dog bun in two.
Yeah. Oh yeah, hot dog from nuts to head, split them right in half.
Nice. I'm covered in blood and I'm shouting to the crowd.
So is Valnir, and and the crowd's just boisterous. They're loving every second of this.
Yeah.
I will float over to Niblix. Ask him. They're sending their own kind to be murdered. It's a little barbaric.
Yeah, that's weird.
Alright, as I hear the sounds of fighting over, I'm going to come out from behind the rock, and as I do so, cast Mage Armor on myself.
Okay. What would you like to do?
Hey Fang,
Yes, mate.
you see those little nudges in the wall?
I do.
Maybe there's some sort of clue as to how to get out of here. I don't trust
Do-
that exit.
Do you want me to press on it?
I do.
Okay, I'll go and do that.
So these are nothing more than peepholes. You're really just pressing your face up against it and trying your best to look in.
So is this like a room to the west? Can I try to squeeze in, or is it?
No, it's much too thin.
Oh,
What?
so you just can see through it, but like, you can't go in.
Right. Black Terry,
Okay.
as you approach closer to the rock, The floor to your west opens up, and a large platform with an absolutely massive four-armed gorilla sitting on top of it
Oh my god. This is huge.
comes out,
Well,
and it looks over at you quite
That's probably
angrily.
the thing that. That's probably
Damn,
the
look
thing
at that thing.
It stares at you, making a rude hand gesture to the delight of the crowd, but does not move from the platform.
Spit on it.
upon seeing this thing come out, I'm going to remember what we were told upon entering this place.
It likes fruit.
Pull out the mango that I grabbed earlier, and I'm going to cast the enlarge reduce spell on this mango before giving it to the gorilla.
Okay.
That is very creative.
And the mango grows huge. You need both hands to hold it. And still, the ape is quite displeased with its current situation.
Oh my god.
Right, can you
It has-
guys give me a hand over here rolling this giant mango?
Yep. I'm gonna come
Cunning.
over there and help you push that.
Alright, so
Right, I think the
Barros
three of
and
us can
Black
roll
Terry
it over.
push it over. And it stands up on its hind legs. It's 10 feet tall, towering over you at this point. You're looking straight up at this massive four-armed beast. And you present it with this large mango. And he uses two of its right arms to pick it up. Sniffs it. Takes a large bite out of it. Sits down. Stares at you angrily. And just begins munching on the fruit.
I
Guys, it's
will.
like 5 of us.
I
Surely we
will
can kill
use
it.
prestidigitation to make the mango smell a lot like a lot more fruity, a lot more aromatic.
Ties.
You. Yeah, this seems quite docile. The crowd around is a little disappointed. You hear some sneers of, "Crazed him!" But you're alive, and the
I'll shoot a
spirit.
lightning bolt at the crowd.
Well, better have him hit that than us.
Your lightning.
Is that possible? Shoot a lightning bolt at the crowd?
It is, absolutely. It does go wide. It hits one of the spectator booths are kind of separated between a rock and some seats, and then another rock formation.
No,
and more
I'm not
seats.
trying to hit anybody. I'm just trying to like.
Oh, in a show of.
Fuck you.
And as you do
Just a
so,
bit dominance.
and it hits the ceiling, causing a little bit of rubble to drop down. Not too much, just dust and small pebbles. You do see a bevy of crossbow-wielding kobold guards come in and enter each of the walkways that line the surrounding cavern, and they're all pointed right at you.
Alright, Black Terry's gonna back away from you.
Alright. Trying to make a point. I'll play along.
Fang, you notice a door to your west, amidst the cavern openings. Black Terry, to the north of you, is a wooden spike board, much like you saw at the beginning or the entrance of the cavern. Niblix and Barros and Volnir, you still have the set of 9 rings going all the way down from one end to the other. They're about 15 feet above you. The gorilla creature is eating his extraordinarily large and exquisitely tasty mango.
And very smell pretty.
Hey, big man, let's try this door.
The door,
Do it, man.
the door in front of you has 4 large handholds in it, much larger than any of your own hands.
Ah,
We need to make gorilla to do it.
yeah, oi, big mate. Talking to the gorilla.
And he just shrugs you off and kind of turns around and continues on to his mango.
I will approach the ape. Tell it. You are full of rage. Use it. Let it consume you.
And Volnir, I'll need a dexterity saving throw. As a piece of rotten meat comes hurling your way and hits you right in the back as you're talking to this gorilla, and it just stains you. It rolls off and does no damage. They're kobolds still, but you just smell awful right now.
Oh my god.
Stand in front of that door, so we'll charge.
Prestidigitation, clean myself up. And by the way, mending. Fix that hole in my
in your boot
trousers. Yeah.
Oi, big mate. His
Come here.
mango's behind this door.
Come here.
and just
Okay.
turns his
Can I
back to
try
you.
to use intimidation and try to force him to do it?
Oh god.
You
But I
can.
don't want to do it, guys, if you don't want me to do it. Like, if it's gonna piss him off and he's gonna attack us.
Okay.
I'm just suggesting here.
I want to.
Like, you can stay away from me and see what happens.
I want to ask Turigad's opinion. What I can do is hit it with, say, a Chaos Bolt or something.
Mm-hmm.
With my Tempestus magic, fly 10 feet more up so that I am 13 feet up. Just in time for it to charge into the door.
I like his plan. How did that work out?
So you're 13 feet up. I'm
no. This is out of character.
Yeah.
Do you guys think that would work?
Nah, I think we should try Barros' plan. That plan's
Yeah,
really, really
yeah, I
good.
like that. I like that. I like that. I like that.
Come here and knock on the door.
That's pretty much what that spell's for.
and
I'll knock on this door.
sure enough, you hear and the sound of two ringing bells above the door, cleverly hidden behind some rocks. And the bells behind all of you, you hear as the gorilla creature throws the mango and it splatters against the wall.
Oh.
And then I'll need initiatives.
See what happens.
Fucking hell, mate.
Should have let me boss it around.
You should have let me bully it.
Gross.
Oh no, Black Terry, natural one. Oh no, Black Terry, nat one.
And as he roars and
Oh look, it's Fang, another crit. Oh look, it's Fang.
the bells ring, the crowd just erupts in laughter and cheers, and they are loving it. And give me 1 second. I'm gonna go to the bathroom, and then we'll start combat. And after this combat, we'll take a short break, and then we'll resume.
All right.
Why don't we just take the break now since you're going to the bathroom? Doesn't that seem easy? He's already gone.
Already gone.
Shit.
By the way, you want to know a fun little fact? When I thought about this all lightning character, I was like, yeah, he's gonna be chaotic good. Then, when we entered the arena, or the trap, I switched to chaotic neutral. Now I'm chaotic evil. I think it fits more.
Well, that's why I had the acid thing hit you, because you were within 5 feet of that target, and I'm chaotic evil, so I was like, meh, Black Terry doesn't care if it hits that guy. Yeah. Fucking lout shouldn't have been standing where I was throwing the acid.
You should throw your acid where the fuck I was standing.
Look, mate, you can fucking flout.
I can. You can shit your mouth.
It sounded like you said shit in your mouth, and that was awesome. That was so much more
if you can, it's impressive.
I mean,
that
we
takes
did that
takes
over
talent.
South Park, so.
Oh well, Yeah.
Oh
maybe.
yeah.
Oh my
I'm still
God.
waiting for Apple to make a product like that.
Alrighty. So, starting with Fang, what would you like to do? As this large gorilla creature is clearly aggressive towards you now.
There's a token missing.
Tokens go.
Do you have to fight this creature?
We are missing
Yes,
Barrows.
we do, Barrows.
Yep, there he is.
Oh, I don't know what I did.
I
Why am I over here now?
don't know where you are,
He
Seth.
was in front of Volner, yep.
Okay. Can I still try to use an intimidation on it? And if does fail, then can I attack it, or is it like one or the other?
What would you try to intimidate it to do?
Like
What's
tries
your
to
goal?
like he shouts like an animal, and I'll shout back at it like an animal. You know, like it's a domination thing. And even if he chickens out of it, I can make him open the door for it.
Yeah,
Maybe
go,
the fight will
go,
stop.
go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, that would
But if
count as your action. That's the only thing. 'Cause
really,
you're
and then I
basically
can't fight.
You got to check an opposing check.
And if it doesn't work, I can't fight. Then
Correct.
it's done. Shit.
Right, unless you've got a bonus action attack.
Well, I highly suggest you rage at some point.
Yeah, I was gonna say that I can rage then, and then I actually have frenzy, and that gives me a.
Frenzy only triggers if you attack as an action, then you can attack as a bonus action.
God damn it! But if I rage, can I still attack?
Rage
though?
is a
Yes.
bonus action.
Yes.
So for this turn, you would rage as a bonus action, but then next turn you could do that.
You can move, then rage, then attack this turn.
Okay, I'll try to
intimidate.
I'll try to intimidate. I'll try to intimidate it first, trying to save us this fight.
Very good.
Okay.
If this is a natural 20 and it just like shits its pants or its fur, I guess.
Yeah, but I wanted to see that he clearly has no winning situation over here, and then trying to make him open this door. What shall I click on?
On your
Intimidation.
Yep, exactly.
Yes, click on intimidation.
And then
Oh my word. So that's intimidation against wisdom?
He has to make an insight check opposing it to see if he's scared or not.
Normally, yes. But this is an extremely well-trained creature who only reacts to certain cues. But Fang, as you roar, it roars right back in your face.
yeah, that makes sense.
Now, with that, I wanted to let you have that. With that, I won't count it as an action to just roar at him and try to make him back down.
Yeah,
So-
it was kind of the whole gist of it.
Yep.
So,
There is a way around this fight, but I can't tell you, and that's not it. And I don't want to make you waste your action.
can we like lure him into a pit with spikes or anything of the sort,
He's
or make him stuck in the sand?
he's drawn to you at the moment.
How
You've
tall
challenged.
is this?
He probably 15 feet tall. It's a large natural beast. So yeah, about
Right.
10 feet
does
tall,
it-
maybe not 15, about 10 feet tall.
Does anyone have a suggestion, or shall we just start fighting it?
So I think this thing doesn't like sound. Oh, what the heck?
Or shall I pick up my drum and start playing some music?
Well, I have a spell that I could use to make sound.
You
Vol-
can also make sounds with prestidigitation, I think. I'm not-
Yes, exactly.
Volner at the
Can I?
Volner at the far end of this room down the door that you see, that disc over here, that is a gong, a large gong.
Okay, cool. Interesting. Okay, it's my turn, yeah?
Yes, you still have your movement, your action, and your bonus action.
Shall I bang on the gong then?
Can
Guys.
you reach there?
You have 30 feet
Yeah.
of movement, so that's 6 squares. You can use an action to dash, which doubles your movement, so it'd be 12 squares.
But then you can't use your action to interact with the gong.
Correct.
Throw something at the gong.
Okay, can I pick up Niblix and just chuck him towards?
Use your head.
Niblix, how tall are you and how much do you weigh?
I'm 3 feet tall and I weigh.
Oh my God, you're perfect,
35
mate.
35 pounds.
Alright, mate. I promise I'll be gentle. Yeah.
You're about
Throw
to
me.
be
I'm
heated.
45. I'm 45.
Who's 45? I'll throw 45. I'm a 6'1", 250 pounds rock. Yeah, I can throw anyone.
Wait, 6'1"? You're not that much taller than me.
And that's for Tinder, bro. All right. Do I have a volunteer?
Yeah, you can throw me at it.
Okay, mate. I promise you I'll be careful.
We gotta roll for the
Barrows, how much do you weigh?
45 pounds.
Okay.
Jesus.
So you are
Why are you all so small?
Fang, you are able to pick him up and walk with him, your normal movement, your 30 feet of movement.
Okay. And then what?
Oh, you're gonna suffer so much bludgeoning damage. You're just gonna break your skull, mate.
So you've got 5 squares to move with Barrows right now.
Where is the gong? Can you click on that, please? Oh my God, it's far.
Yeah.
So am I moving 5 squares and then it's just for the Olympics?
You're 6 squares.
Well, you can't
six.
throw him this turn anyway, so you can get up to 12
He
squares
can.
closer to it before you need him.
He can throw him. He still has his action. I didn't count the shouting as an action.
Oh,
I appreciate
my bad.
that. Okay.
Yeah, Terry.
You got a fucking problem, mate. Where you at? Who said that?
Maybe.
Which one of you wants to get acid splashed?
I'm gonna move right here.
I'll pass.
Yeah.
So you and Barrows, go ahead, move over there.
There we go.
Maybe we will.
Here we are. Come on, mate. This is teamwork
And then
and its finest.
I'll need a ranged attack against the gong. Fang.
Yes. Yes, sir. 1 second. Ranged attack.
So this will
Just-
be 1d20 plus your strength modifier, no proficiency because you're not proficient in eating half.
Correct. So you're
So just make a strength check.
What do I press on? Strength?
A strength, yes.
yes.
Okay. Done.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, I have a lot of strength, man. It's my main
Good
stat.
for my
I
head.
can tell.
Alrighty. So you are able to throw Barrows and make contact with the gong. Barrows.
Bludgeoning damage. Bludgeoning damage. Come
Uh,
on, guys.
there
That's the way
is.
it works.
Yes. Give me just a second to pull that
Did
up.
you make a boing?
You do. So you throw Barrows and he goes flying straight through the air and he's straight and true, and you put your hands up to block a lot of the damage, but you're still flying quite fast towards this gong. Fang, he's a strong guy. Very, very
Yeah.
strong guy. So,
It is what it is.
Barrows, give me an athletics check.
Come on, mate.
Natural 20. Natural 20. It's not the worst.
Yeah.
So,
I also have athletics. I'm a good athlete. Does it add up into anything?
Barrows, you take 6 bludgeoning damage as your forearms and your wrists clang against the gong and it clatters, making a thunderous noise in the room. Boom! And the crowd cheers, but you are quite bruised. You think you might have fractured your forearm a little bit or maybe your elbow. You're in some pain after that one.
No worries, mate. We'll fix you. I raise my hand as an Olympic gold medalist.
The beast goes and shakes its head a little bit and sits back down on the pedestal. And the crowd erupts again. Trap, 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 trap.
Well done, boy.
For Fang and Barrows, you see two chambers on either end of the cavern. The southern end. Yeah, you could.
Are we still in initiative?
No, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Just making sure.
Wait, we're all done with initiative?
Yes. The creature is no longer hostile.
Sick.
The southern chamber is secured with two metal locks that glow in the darkness. And from the northern end, low rumbling can be heard from within the walls.
Well, let's check out that northern end. Rumbling's probably good.
And some rubble and debris start pouring out as the rumbling grows louder. And from a chute above the cavern in the darkness, you see two large spiked balls of death coming hurling your way.
Jesus.
Wow, that's brutal.
Yeah, that's terrible.
That's some. Yeah.
Does it have a dwarf riding?
Yeah, no, I'm sorry, that's just the art. It's just a kobold running as fast with his little legs through the openings, running as fast as he can, using the momentum of the walls to roll down at you with spikes juddering all throughout every end of the ball.
That's fair.
And he's
If he
rolling
could maneuver
faster
himself
and
on this thing,
faster
that would
and
have been
faster.
incredible.
I'm gonna go hide against this wall.
Terry, what are you doing?
Upon seeing them, I'm gonna move toward this door.
Sorry, are they just running like perpendicularly, like on the south, like, or they like somehow focused on it?
They're just rolling down the
Oh, yeah,
walls
so
from
they're
the
just
ceiling.
rolling.
Yeah,
No worries.
there's like a natural slide. Terry, it's a stone portcullis that doesn't have any discernible form of entry into it.
I'm gonna try to stay in the middle so both cannot roll on.
It is, I will say, Terry, it is made out of stone.
Right, folks, this gate's knackered.
Okay, can we? Is the door behind us closed?
To the southern end, the door is closed.
As
Oh.
we walked in on the east.
No,
this
the
one, yeah.
eastern end, no, that's still wide open.
Okay, I'm going to go back.
Okay.
Right over here. I'll be like, good luck, mates.
The rest of you.
Coward!
The rest of you.
I'm gonna try to stay behind Volner.
Why am I your meat shield?
I mean, I seem pretty safe where I'm at, so I'm good.
Varus is my side. I cannot hide behind it.
Well, you know what? Um. Fine. I will. Prestidigitation to make a bunch of sparks under me.
Okay.
And since I've used the magic ability, I will fly 10 feet upwards.
And
That's a good
the
move.
crowd erupts. Rollers! And cheering for the rollers, who are cheering for you, Volner. Then you hear a couple of them cry out, "Use the lever! Lever for the door!"
Oh,
Well, I'm currently 15 feet up.
And I'm gonna go back.
I'm gonna head
go
towards
back
the
where
south of the road.
we went. See Fang.
Oh,
That was a nice idea.
yeah, no shit.
So nobody sees the lever.
Don't think so.
Doubt it.
Not right now.
Um,
Lever.
Pull the lever,
But-
Kronk.
with that, the balls do
Oh,
drop
shit.
to the ground with a large thud, and they both surround you, Terry. Both of the kobolds looking onward, southernly, into the cave. Volner and Barros. They don't seem to have noticed you, but they do start Flintstones pedaling the ball to get it rolling again. And from there, I'll need initiatives.
What direction?
South, straight towards you guys.
South. All right. I'm high enough so I wouldn't be.
Oh,
in-
shit. Sorry. Reroll initiative. Sorry, I forgot to clear it out.
No, I liked it.
Like, am I high up enough so that they won't? Like, are the spheres 15 feet tall?
They are 10 feet tall, so 5
Alright,
feet
then
below
I'm
you.
okay, then I'm high enough so they won't hit me. I'm safe.
And here is where we'll take our first break. Everybody, let's take 5 minutes, or 5 to 7 minutes. Stretch your legs, make sure to stand up, walk around, go to the bathroom, pour yourself another drink. I heard that ice. I heard that glass. Go for a smoke. Do what you need to do. We're just going to take 5 minutes, and I'll be back.
Alrighty.
Okay,
Alright.
man.
What are you doing?
You know what?
Tell me.
I now really want to play this character in a real campaign, in a continuous campaign,
Those two things on the counter. My mom
because I have never played an evil character.
Being evil is so fun, man. It's much more fun than being good.
I don't know. I enjoy being good, but like
Everyone does, but it's generic, man.
I don't know. It's just being full of wrath for the gods. Like I worship 7 gods.
There's a lot, man. You gotta settle on one.
No, I don't. They all have storm and sea vibes.
Shit. Are they not getting jealous?
I don't know. Like I have a necklace for every one of them, a necklace or a wristband
So you like wear all the necklaces, yeah, on your neck. I've seen like in the movie Mummy, yeah, when the mummy was approaching the bastard, yeah, he just started picking each one of them, and he's like, this one, yeah, maybe this one.
Exactly. So I can tell you right now, Chris is one of the best DMs.
Oh yeah, man, he's pretty good. I can tell that. Yeah, he makes voices and sounds and stuff like that. It's pretty good. Like I had this is basically, I would call it seriously, my second game of D&D. I had a previous game and it was so shite, man. I'm honestly like did not enjoy it whatsoever. I don't know, maybe like the people were like kind of off, and the DM was an old man. Like he was a nice guy, but it's just like there was no chill in it.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
Well, each to their own. Like everybody finds their own.
Yeah,
game
man.
that
Like
they-
when I was making jokes, you know, they weren't appreciating it and stuff.
Like I can tell you, I have a DM that gave me inspiration because like for 20 minutes straight, only made bear puns.
Excuse me, what?
For 20 minutes straight in a fight, I only made bear puns.
What does it mean, bear pun?
Like pandemonium. This is unbearable. I
Oh,
can't
really?
bear this. I am qualified.
Yeah, those are some. Not everyone can
Yeah,
handle that, man.
and your group sounds like it was the polar opposite.
Oh, mate, we had a feminist in our group. Not like a tolerant, but like a pro, like a Yarrow supporter. You know what I mean? And it was a couple of dudes who are like white knights and stuff like this. I don't know. I wasn't having it, honestly. Like
Yeah.
I'm a very progressive guy, and I don't really care. But it was just turning into not something like a very strict environment. I had to watch everything I say. Like I wasn't enjoying it.
Yeah. I don't like that. I like having freedom.
Yeah, man, just whatever. Like no swears as well. Like when I would like say fuck, to like excuse me, can you like you know, like, stuff like this. I was just, oh Jesus.
So, Niblix. Not here. Terry.
I'm here.
Oh, hey Chris.
Hey, man. Mm-hmm. How are you guys liking Trap so far?
Yeah, it's fun, man.
Like I said, all of these puzzles and traps are solvable.
Definitely not one of the say traditional one-shots I've been in.
No, definitely not.
You know, stuff like wild sheep chase and stuff.
I love Wild Sheep too.
No, it's absolutely lovely. It was the first one-shot I ever played. It was the first session I ever played, actually.
Mm.
So, Vlad, how you're liking D&D so far?
Yeah, I'm drinking, mate. You know, I'm just chilled. Yeah, I'm having fun, bro.
Good.
Yeah. I like fantasy. Honestly, like if I'm being completely honest, D&D is a bit maybe too rich of a fantasy for me personally. Like, yeah, maybe a bit too much. I prefer sci-fi. Like, if I'm completely honest, yeah, I love fantasy. Like, I like video games. You know, I love Dragon Age and like the Elder Scrolls and stuff like this. Like, but in this case, like, I still need to maybe learn a universe a bit better until I'm fully able to like use my imagination to build an
Well,
experience better.
if you like sci-fi, I highly suggest checking out Starfinder.
Mate, honestly, you know what? Like on the Roll20, I'm not very happy because like 90% of the games are like just D&D 5th edition, and like to find a game that is like maybe Star Wars or like an Alien or like something like this, that it's rare. Like not much of it there.
Yeah, that's where you go to Discord servers and check those out.
I might have to do this. Like I'm playing an Alien game tomorrow, and I joined immediately because I love the franchise. I love horrors and stuff like this. So and it's probably the only one in the span of months that's on Roll20.
I
So
have great news for you, Vlad. Can I call you Vlad? Is that all right?
yes, by all means, man.
Okay.
Honestly, like I prefer if you call me Alex because Vlad is not my name, but it's fine.
No, Alex.
Oh,
Oh,
Alex.
Alex, I'm Chris.
Nice to meet you, mate.
Likewise. I've got good news. I've got a one-shot that is like 18th century Romania Gothic horror. It's called The Death House.
Oh, bro, horrors, anything, sign me up, man.
Yeah. I'll put it together and we can run it next week.
Bro, down for it. Yeah, horrors, I fucking love. It's my favorite genre. Yeah, I love gore. I like all this kind of stuff. Yeah, no problem.
There's there's an entire campaign that's about a vampire lord that's ruled over this small
I'm
village.
already loving it, man.
And the whole setting is Gothic horror, like bloody gore, like body gore, that sort of thing. Like that's the whole theme of the campaign. And you're trapped in this realm, and you're trying to escape or destroy the evil vampire lord.
Yeah, I'm not like, just to correct that, I'm not like really
Are you
like
talking about
just love gore for the fuck of loving gore. I'm not like a Saw fan. I
No,
just
no,
like
I get
horrors
it.
in general.
Yeah.
Like I watch every horror movie that comes out, like ghosts and all kind of stuff. Like getting spooky is fun.
Yeah.
Like
No.
and if you just saying like, yeah, man, sign me up. Like I don't need to say more. Just like, hit me
Yeah.
up and tell me what's up, and I'll join.
Yeah.
I would love
Absolutely.
that. I would love that.
I'll definitely keep you in mind for that. I'll put it together just for you.
Oh, thank you for mentioning that, man.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Yeah, and I am talking about Curse of Strahd. Curse of Strahd's my favorite module of all time.
There was another game that I found on Roll20 recently. It was in the world of dark fantasy and like vampires and werewolves and shit. I contacted the guy, and he sent me a paragraph, and it was just like his English is so terrible. It was like not a single dot or a comma, and I couldn't just make up what he was trying to say, and I was just disappointed in it because like I was getting excited. Maybe I'm gonna play a horror game, but it wasn't meant to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's do a quick roll call and see who's here. Do we have Black Terry, Wamblance, Volner,
Yay.
Niblix, Barros,
Gorlab.
Gorlab. Gorlab.
Snake. Snake.
Severus Snape.
Oh, Alex, can I play Rasputin? Do you know that song?
No.
Oh, come
you
on.
You cannot play Rasputin, man.
Oh.
I like this song.
finished-
I like this
I
song.
just
I like
finished the adventure,
I like this song. Not gonna lie. Yeah.
Hold on, let me try. Let me try something.
Yeah, that's called Kalinka.
Yeah.
I just finished Ring of Winter adventure from Pathfinder, and the fifth book of the adventure was in Russia during the Russian Revolution, and the last boss was
terrible
Rasputin.
times, man. You know this guy is such a piece of shit. You have no idea. Like to think of a human person more shit than that, it will take a while, man.
But the
Yeah, but
Rasputin?
the whole adventure is about
Yes,
saving
Rasputin.
Baba Yaga.
Yeah.
So
Baba Yaga, yeah, that's a mystical witch.
yeah, and the adventure is you got cursed from her, and you have to save her because her daughter imprisoned her. No, it was a pretty nice adventure. My
No.
character in Russia.
Baba Yaga's stories is actually it's actually fun. It's very classic. It's even famous outside of former Soviet regions. Like it's well known.
Honestly, Russian folklore is very, very interesting.
Oh no, it's good, bro. Like you ever played The Witcher?
Yes,
That's a chicken
yes,
house
sir.
lady, right?
Yeah, that's a chicken house lady, exactly.
Yeah,
Like, you have to come to the house, make a song, and make a house turn to you with the right side and stuff like that.
Because like
basically,
Baba Yaga and her house are two different creatures, right?
like basically, yeah, it only opens the door to her, and like to make it so you go inside. It was about the character who tried to save his little sister who got stuck in a house. Yeah, you have to make like a chant. There is a whole song that you have to sing to make a house turn to you on the right side, and instead it was gonna
that's
walk
cool.
away.
What?
Yeah,
That's awesome.
it's fine. It's like, but it's for little kids, like
That's really cool.
more advanced folklore. It's like Witcher because like Russians are Slavs, but similarly, you said Polish. Like Polish people, Russian people, Ukrainians, we are like all Slavs, but a bit different. But we share the same mythology. So like Witcher, for example.
Yeah.
All right, as with Gorlab not here, we're just gonna move on. The rollers, and
Hey, honestly, when you're asking for 5 minutes break, it's never 5 minutes.
yeah, but I figure 10 minutes.
Yeah, in a
wild.
history
It's
of
pushing
5
15.
minutes break, it's never been 5 minutes.
They're gonna roll straight down, both of them. Volnir,
Aye.
give me a strength check.
I'm good at those. No, I'm not.
As
Oh,
the
shit.
ball of Kobold Snickers rolls down on the sand, both of them tumbling down. You see the first one, you're too distracted by it to notice the other one rolling by you, and it just topples you over, and you're knocked down to the ground as you got pierced from your shin to your rib cage to your head.
Oh, did they get to me?
Oh, you're floating. You were floating.
Yeah,
I forgot
15 feet
about
up.
that. Yep, sorry about that. Yep.
Oh, okay.
So basically, what is this? Is a giant ball with a kobold inside of it.
Yep.
Okay.
Sounds like a fun time.
Niblix.
Wait, so do I take damage or anything?
No.
Mate, stay where you are.
Well, I'm gonna disengage as a bonus action to not get attacked by that ball. And I'm gonna try to shoot the kobold inside.
Okay. $12 will hit.
Nice.
7 piercing damage. There's no sneak.
All right, and you are able, quite dexterous for a little guy. But you are, you know your way around a dagger or a bow, as you've proven throughout the trap so far, and you're able to just close one eye and loose an arrow and pinpoint accuracy straight through the opening, and it gets him. Not quite enough to kill him, but you made contact. Valner. Oh, I'm sorry, Niblix, did you have anything else?
No, it's the end of my turn.
Okay, Valner.
Right. Hold on, let me check something. Damn.
Yeah, mate. Attack that one that is next to us.
Yeah, no, I'm trying. Alright, yeah, I can do that. I will... Chaos Orb. This one.
Ooh.
And my arcane focus is a crystal.
Okay.
So I hold it in my hand and lightning begins to crackle around it. And then I just release the lightning into...
It erupts in a thunderous fury of lightning and energy.
17 lightning damage.
And it just explodes and instantly fries, just turns it blackened and smoky. The kobold inside is the metal ball is a great conduit as the lightning strikes all around it, and it just gets blown back to the side of the ball and falls over dead in a smoky.
Well done, Volner.
Talos will remember this. And I'll use my my Tempestus magic to float another 5 feet in the air, so I'm 20 feet up.
Dang. Okay.
Don't hit the ceiling, man.
The ceiling is very high, as I remember.
40 feet.
You're halfway there.
Whoa!
Stop it.
Squidward on the chair.
Is that the end of your turn, Valder?
I will also use my movement. Oh, actually... yeah, that's it.
Music stops.
Whoa, Black
Oh,
Terry.
there it is. Oh, we have Bon Jovi playing.
So yeah, rambutan's all around. Terry is going to walk up right here. He's going to target this guy with some magical missile.
Two, 3, 2, 4, 7 damage total. Likewise,
Is there an attack roll for that?
no, magic missiles is an instant
Magic
hit.
Missile is just an auto hit.
Yep.
Sick! Yeah, Terry does that.
Yep. So, just as nimbly as Nimblix did, God, that stuff. Just as nimbly as Nimblix did with his one arrow, you're able to jump out of the sand pit. Boom, 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 3 bolts of magical energy straight into the kobold all 3 times from 3 different openings around the ball.
What color are they?
It's important.
Oh, my magic missiles are black because I'm Black Terry.
Ooh.
Wambulance.
Hey, look who came back. It's Gorlab.
Gorlab, welcome back.
Thank you.
Fang, on to you.
Yes. Alright, mate. See, it's exactly 30 feet to the target, yeah? I want to... I'm gonna approach this pile of ashes shit. I'm gonna pick up some ash and make a rainbow signs on my face.
Ooh, brutal, okay.
Yeah, very brutal, man. And then I'm going to charge to this kobold and use my great axe and try to attack it.
Okay.
Hang on, I'm gonna roll it. Boom. Oh, look at that, man.
Ooh.
Jesus Christ.
2 crits in 1 game.
Has anyone ever
Seriously.
seen a big
Come
number?
on.
Fang, you
Come on.
had 4 natural 20s today.
That means it's a barbarian blood. It's
Okay,
savage.
hold on. Actually,
It's,
let me check. Hold on, let me check.
it's a wild heart, man. A beast lifestyle, you know?
Roll for damage.
Do I really have to? Okay, there you
There's still
go.
plenty of fight left.
Look at that.
Ooh, no. So
I mean, guys.
it was rolling down there.
Bro,
Just
There's a
bro,
natural
plus
and-
I
and
can do
another
another attack because I
12.
critted.
so
Yeah, there's another D12.
there's you did enough to kill it, and for those unfamiliar, 1 round of combat in D&D is 6 seconds. So Fang, this ball of death and a kobold inside is still just rolling over Volnir as Volnir's pinned to the ground. Or I'm sorry, floating above. Sorry, Volnir, I forgot you were floating above. But it just rolled past as Niblix and Black Terror are loosening the arrow and throwing magical bolts at it. So it's still rolling, and you just find your opportunity and you run up and like almost golf swing at it, and you just cut right through, opening the ball in 2. Like it was some ornament or chocolate ball thing. I forget. It's called Kinder Orb.
Annihilation.
And just take the kobold's head with it, and it goes flying off into the stands. Yep, you rage with furious pride.
Yeah, I grab the kobold head and then toss it to the crowd.
Few of them respond with cheers and joy, and few of them do not. Few of them are quite angry.
Oh, fuck them.
But
I just want to say I've checked. Fang has had 3 natural 20s so far.
Naturally.
Natural
Loaded
20s.
die.
Loaded die, man.
I'm gonna come back because I don't want to stay with that creature behind.
Oh, I forgot you were out there.
Mates, let's press at the gong again, see what happens.
I will come back
No
to.
Niblix ad this time.
I will come back
Supposed
to.
look for a lever.
Alright, I'm gonna head south then.
Chris, I'm floating down 10 feet, so I'm more manageable
okay.
for the group.
I'm investigating for a lever.
Lever. You recall nothing around here, Black Terry Wambulance, but you do recall seeing something sticking out of the wall in the eastern end of the cavern. Barros, you're getting closer to the doorway that's got the glowing locks on it, but you begin to hear a similar rolling that you just heard from the northern end. And
Back off, mate.
Oh, it's gonna be too late for that.
not yet. You just hear it coming, but the arena wall is rumbling, and
Can I try to set a trap for them? I have
Yeah.
a trap.
While he's doing that, I'll just be entertaining the crowd.
I'm gonna look for like
And-
where should I put it?
Barrels, how are you entertaining them?
I'm playing a song on my lute.
Boo! Boo! We know like song! Boo! And they're quite displeased with their display. And from a distance, you can see coming at you another hurling, flaming pile of dung. And I'll need a dexterity save.
You're a bard. You're dexterous, right?
Yes.
Good.
You saw it coming, though, and you're used to having flaming shit thrown at you. So, without even missing a note, you're still strumming along, singing your song, trying to get them going, and you just casually dodge out of the way and continue on, trying to impress them. And you actually won over a few of the dissenters. But in comes to view the large death roller. And everyone in this...
large one.
the same size. But I'll need initiatives.
Alright.
Everyone rolling good initiatives. Yeah.
Whoa, Black Terry.
You've ruined this character for me.
You ruined it for yourself.
Yeah, you call it Black Terry, Babalap. You know, you can't just do that.
First of all, it's Black Terry Rambutan. Get it right.
First off, it's Black Terry Mamma Jam.
Homogram?
Telegram?
Homogram. Alright, we gotta stop this or we're never gonna get this done. I'm going to cast the spell Witch Bolt at...
Hey, my guy! Lightning damage!
Does a 24 smack him.
24 does hit.
Go on.
So he's gonna take all that... Oh, no, not all of that, because it didn't crit. Just the 2.
All of 2 lightning damage.
But there's other effects with the Witch Bolt.
There is. Use your bonus action to do that damage again.
Yeah, you got a bolt on him, and you can redo the damage every round.
I believe you can do it as a bonus action. Hold on, let me check.
Yep.
No, it says you can use your action to deal 1d12 lightning damage.
Oh, you can use your action?
But
Yeah, you can use your action, yeah.
Like, as long as I don't do another concentration spell, I do that automatically as my action.
And you don't have to touch.
Oh, that's cool.
Others attack.
Yeah, that's
So,
true. Alright, yeah.
After that, Black Terry's gonna get behind the rock, because Black Terry ain't...
Black Terry, you like rocks. You get in behind them pretty much a lot.
I myself am more of a metal man.
Cover is envy.
I like that joke. Alright, my turn?
Yes. Walnir.
Just whoosh, whoosh over Fang. And I guess I will... Yeah, why not?
Never mind. Thank you.
24 to hit.
I love you.
Hell yeah.
Lightning bolt will hit.
Zeus will redeem you in hell. 6 lightning.
Jesus.
As it crackles through, is that firebolt?
No,
Reflavored?
that's lightning bolt.
Yep. So, extend your hand and just a bright, kind of like a sprite of lightning crackles down at him. Strikes him hard.
By the way,
and true.
all of my lightning is sea blue, sea foam blue.
Ooh,
Okay.
Fang.
Alright, I'm gonna go throw a javelin at it.
Go ahead and make a ranged attack. No, 11 will not hit.
No. Damn it.
Goes wide.
I grunt in frustration.
You did manage
Save
to.
the rage, friend.
You threw it with enough furious rage and anger.
Definitely.
Even though it went wide, it still sunk deep into the rocks and kind of like wobbles off. And the ball continues rolling down.
Waddle, waddle.
And Barros, I'll need a strength check.
Oh no.
Nah, bro, move you
it's
45
strength or
pounds away.
dex? It's strength or dex.
DM's choice.
Oh, DM's choice. Very cool. Ooh.
So you, as well as you saw, almost to your friend, Valner. I keep thinking I got you with that, but I didn't. But Barros, you were too busy strumming along with your lute and trying to please the crowd that you didn't dodging the flaming bowl of shit, that you didn't notice the giant ball of death coming at you as it rolls over you and just stops as it pierces. You're like kind of pinned to the ground. It's rolled over most of your shin and part of your your thigh area.
Oh, Jesus, man.
So you are knocked prone and you take 10 piercing damage from it. As the
Why
crowd,
weren't you already hurt?
the crowd around you erupts in a cheer.
Oh, is it my turn now?
Yes, after that. Oops, I'm sorry. It is your turn, Barros. So if you click on your token, on the green area, do -10, and that'll subtract 10 health from you.
Oh, okay.
Or you can just change it in the character sheet itself.
You can do that too.
Yeah, that's how I did.
Yeah, that's how I did.
Yep, you can
But
do.
everything has to be better designed, Chris.
I'm just saying, you can click on your token
Don't
and do.
oppress the voice of the people, Chris.
You can do a +5 or a -10 or do whatever
the
you want.
bourgeoisie will fall, Chris.
Whatever's easiest for you guys. But
The
Barros, it is your turn.
Chris is trying to eviscerate the proletariat.
Alright. I would like to use suggestion on this Kobold.
It's a lot of reading.
Alright, what are you suggesting?
That it rolls off my leg and into the wall beside it.
Make that saving throw.
Oh. Well, unlucky for
Kobolds
you,
are very wise.
Barros. Yes, kobolds are extremely wise and intelligent. Ooh.
Really?
Actually, no, they're not. Wisdom is one of their weakest stats. But, what's the... If you look at your character sheet under spells, you'll see what's called a spell save DC, and that's the number to beat.
What does DC stand for?
Dice check.
Dice check. I actually didn't know that.
Difficulty check.
Difficulty check.
I
always thought it was dice check.
I didn't know that, and I've been playing D&D for 2 years.
So
That's crazy, man.
Spell save DC is 11. So 16 will make it and does not listen to you and rolls just a little bit further. Not the next spike in, but he's like, you can't trick me! This is torture! Now you can use your movement to stand up from being prone, and you still have an action. You can still attack. You just won't be able to move.
I'd like to
Well, you
stand
use
up.
your action to suggest, I'm sorry, but you can't stand still.
Okay. I would like to just stand up then.
Very good. Niblix, on to you.
Well, seeing Barris getting crashed, I'm gonna shoot the creature from there. You die!
20,
Oh, he might.
21 will hit.
And that is with sneak attack because
Yep.
there's because you have an ally within 5 feet.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty good.
17%.
The kobold shrieks back in pain and begins racking the ball back and forth, some of it going into barrel, some going out.
Thanks, Niblick.
Are you fine?
My leg.
Niblix, is that it?
And I'm gonna end my turn there.
Very good. Whoa, Blackberry.
Ba-ba-da.
Okay. Blackberry's just gonna use his action to do this.
Who?
Make him take 9 more lightning damage.
From what?
Which
Which
bolt?
Oh.
Yeah, that shit keeps going, homie.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Forever.
it's enough to kill it. How do you want to do it?
Well, as he gets zapped by the lightning, I want him to just like screech out in pain because I like causing things pain. Like Terry's an evil motherfucker.
Who?
Whoa, Black Terry!
Thank you.
Ram potato.
Crispy jam. Alright. They said something about the lever, didn't they? Hello?
Can I
Mhm.
go use knock again on that glowing door?
To the south of you?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a 20 foot tall. It's rock that's kind of jutting out of the cavern. The door itself is wooden, and it's got 2 gigantic metal locks on it.
I can try to open it too.
Please. Well, let me knock on it first.
Niblix closer inspection is adamantine locks.
Oh,
Isn't that from Marvel?
That's adamantium.
it's in like everything.
Oh, that's an mention, yes.
Yeah, it's Marvel.
This is adamantine. Closer to RuneScape.
That is.
Is there a key
Um,
to this lock?
Is it locked?
Sorry.
Apparently so.
No, it's it does open. And inside
It's a bunch of snakes.
close. Sturgis.
Oh,
Yes. Not quite. The door opens, and you see 6 of these guys just squirming around the floor. But
They don't do anything?
on the back of the wall, no, not yet. On the back of the wall is a lever that's painted in bands of red and white, evoking kind of a bullseye look.
I got this. Without even walking in, I'm going to cast Mage Hand and use my Mage Hand to touch the lever.
Okie dokie. So you flip it up, and behind you, you can hear a clicking, and a small hatch appears.
Like a hatch green chili?
No. But it is a circular metal hatch, and it's attached to the floor, colored in concrete circles of red and white. It is
So
open.
it's also a target?
Under the hatch that is open, since the you pulled the lever, is a conical hole in the ground. are numerous small pressure plates inside the whole surface.
Where's this hole on the map?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
Let's try and push one of the death balls into it.
I'm on board that idea.
Hold on. Let's be smart about this.
The hole itself is 2 feet in diameter. The balls themselves are about 10 feet wide.
Hmm.
I've got an idea. How small are the sturges?
Pretty small. Much smaller than you. I think.
Small enough to be picked up with mage hand?
Oh, absolutely. Yep.
I'll pick one of the sturges up
And start
try and
squirming
drop it in
and
the hole.
wriggling.
I'll try and drop it in the hole.
Alright, and you throw it in. Nothing happens.
Damn.
But the rest of the sturges have your attention. Or you have their attention. And then I'll need initiatives. As they begin to shuffle out of the doorway in mass.
Come on, just one good initiative. That's not a good initiative. Well, if they can reach me, I'm 10 feet up. God, this subclass is so fun! That's just because lightning is the best element.
Lightning is cool.
It's sick.
Thing. There it
Yeah,
is.
sorry, it was a bit laggy.
Oh no, you're good. Get you there.
Yeah, Terry, join me down here.
The first Sturge is going to show its wings, and the rest will follow suit and sprout forward. And these creatures look more mosquito-like than you would have first perceived them.
Yeah,
Oh my,
Sturges
it's
are
terrifying.
gross. Yeah, Sturges are gross.
And they'll
They're like little flesh mosquitoes.
Yep, exactly.
This
Fly out
strength
towards
looks like
you,
it's gonna suck on you so hard. Man.
and ooh, why is it whispering rolls? Hold on, let me change this to not whisper rolls. But it rolled a 21.
Ah, that hits.
Always rolling, never whisper rolls. There we go. Let me just try it one more time. Okay, cool. So that's what he did for 21, but it did 4 piercing damage, and it attaches onto you, onto your neck where it's sucking.
But 14 to hit?
No, it was a 21. The first roll was 21. I just had it set to
okay.
whisper, and I want to keep my rolls open so you guys see.
Yeah, of course. And how much piercing?
4. And it is attached to you.
Oh man. Ugh.
The next
You wanna-
surge down the hole is going to fly out and catch on the nearest thing it could see, which is you, Niblix. 11 to hit.
It doesn't hit.
You swat it away. Onto you, Niblix.
That's Rictavio's noise.
Ah, a creature on me. He's gonna drop his bow and take his short sword and swing the creature.
Go ahead.
God,
Ooh.
Niblix is just the
22
MVP in
will
this.
hit.
With no sneak on it because there's no ally.
Still
5 damage.
is enough to cut it right in half as it's flying around trying to stab at you again.
Nice.
Where is the
Careful.
sturge attached?
And he's gonna just 5 foot back.
Alright.
Chris, where is the sturge on my body?
Oh, like on your neck area. Sorry.
Very nice. Alright, cool.
So you're stepping back, Niblix.
Yeah, just 5 feet to stay near of my short bow.
Okay. Anything else?
And that's gonna be all for my turn.
Alrighty. On to the next Sturge. It's gonna fly out at you, Volner.
Yep.
15 to hit.
Oh, that just hits.
Oof.
Yeah.
Damn, I am suffering here.
Yeah, this is not good.
Ooh.
Like, after this combat, I'll tell you what I wanted to do at first, but then I thought about using one of the Sturges for the whole. And
Niblix, 15 to hit.
Does it?
And it similarly, for 7 piercing, and similarly is attached to your neck. Next Surge will... Waller, I'm sorry. You're in range.
I understand.
So, oh, God. 7 to hit as it also attaches. You've got 3 of these blood-sucking leeches on you. One's in your neck, one's found an opening in your thigh, the other's just kind of like between your ribcage and your armpit, and that's going to leave an awful bug bite.
Devastating.
Alright. Yeah, fine. Alright. Fine. Yeah, alright. Yeah, alright.
Fang. You
Yes,
see 2 of your newfound friends, or old friends, whatever you consider them, friends, being surrounded by blood-sucking mosquitoes.
Yeah, I can see that very clearly. Walner, do you want me just to finish you off so you don't suffer?
Why don't you go fuck yourself?
I would want you to do that for me, just in case. Like, these things looking at the picture, they don't look, you know. I hate insects, man. Alright,
If it gets to my turn, we're fine.
what is the most efficient way I can help you?
You don't need to.
You can attack them without harming Waller.
Yeah, they're occupied with him.
I cannot attack them without harming Walner.
Oh, that's true.
It was a question.
It is fine. Don't worry about me.
Man, you look like I should worry about you.
Trust me. Don't.
And he does look mighty pale as he says this. He's got bags under his eyes. He's very clearly losing blood very quickly.
Eating him. And then they're going to eat me.
Oh
my god!
But fuck, what can I do, man? Like, if they're all sucking up on them, like, and I can't hit them without hitting them, like, what's left for me to do?
It's fine. Don't worry about me.
Yeah, that's fine, but I'm still wondering what I can do in this game.
Oh,
Can I use my intimidation perk to try to scare them away?
yeah.
Really, mate, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
It's the best thing I can think of. Okay, I'm going. How close am I have to be to them to use the intimidation perk on them? Because I don't want anyone to disattach and just jump on me straight up.
No, you can do it from where you are. These are not well-trained four-armed gorillas. These are just mosquitoes. So you can absolutely scare them into...
Okay, I'm screaming to Walner. I'm gonna try hear something. And I'm gonna use my intimidation perk on the... Is it on all 3 of them or is just one?
It would be on all 3, yeah.
Fantastic, that's what I'm gonna do.
There's 4 on me. And
What?
1 on
4?
Niblix.
One's not on you.
Four?
Yeah, I don't...
Oh, 1's not on me? Okay.
Yet.
It's flying towards you.
Okay. Yeah, alright, intimidation, here we go. I need to click on intimidation, yeah?
Yep,
Yes.
and we'll just do one roll for all of them.
13.
What does it mean?
Come on, mosquitoes aren't wise.
That was a -1! They have a -1! They're not shaken by your screams.
I'm sorry, mate. I seem cannot be able to scare anyone.
I can't believe that. They have a -1 in wisdom. Oh my god. They, like I said, Fang, you just shout at them. And
I
they're
could have
just
not done it better than you, man.
they're just still sucking Volner's blood. He's like, it's fine. I got it. Volner.
Thunderwave.
Ooh.
You beat me to it, you fucker.
And that is a 15-foot cube centered on yourself, I'm guessing.
Yes.
So we'll just do one big group
That
roll.
also just hits the
Yep.
other one.
We'll just do one big group roll for everyone.
Come on.
And,
Hey!
do you want to clap your hands? How do you want to do it?
I want to like. Okay. Can I shout something that will?
Oh yeah.
I will shout.
I've got it! I said I have it!
I will shout. Lieutenant Carnus! And that means in Latin, lightning incarnate.
Ooh.
That is strong.
And a powerful burst of sonic energy burst from your lungs. If anybody's familiar with Black Bolt from the Marvel comics, basically what you did was Black Bolt is you just shouted in anger and this burst of sonic energy sent.
That's one of the X-Men. Because I remember there was a...
He's Inhuman. Not X-Men.
Oh. Right.
Inhuman. King of the Inhumans.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the one that never talks.
Yep. Because if he talks, he'll do what Volner just did.
everyone.
Yeah, do what Volner just did. And send a bunch of Sturges flying against the walls, spattering and splotches of blood everywhere.
Yes. Mate, you might want to get checked after that.
Maybe, yes. I will... Oh. Does any of you know how to heal?
Not me.
No, I need.
Mate, what is a mess kit?
That's
Plate
just for...
with a fork and a knife. Something
Yeah,
to
that's
eat.
just in
Mm.
utensils and stuff.
Can if you eat a ration or drink water, will that help?
No, I'm fine. Let's go.
Okay.
Man, that was clutch. Like, okay, I'll tell you what I wanted to do. I wanted to Dragon's Breath while they were all still here.
Mhm.
It's in a 15-foot cone.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
So, Volnir, again, you've got about a 2-foot hole, conical hole in there with several pressure plates all around it. Fang and Niblix, you've got what remains of an empty chamber.
Oh, there's nothing there.
Mm.
I'll try and Mage Hand press one of the pressure plates.
Okay. Goes in with ease.
Oh.
Alright. I release it. Does it come back?
Yep.
How many there?
Terry!
2?
Oh, we handled the sturge?
Yes, we did.
Yep.
Great.
Terry!
Whoa, Black Terry.
Whoa, Black Terry. Terry?
There, if you want to know,
One second.
there are 8 pressure plates in total inside the hole.
8. Okay, so another hand will help.
I can try to.
I'll help.
I feared that if we touch this, we might get damaged.
Let's touch it.
Only one way to find out.
I suppose.
Well, I cast a mage hand and touch it.
Same.
So do I.
Same.
And as you all depress the pressure plates in, the crowd falls silent.
Oh.
And you hear coming from the northern end of the chamber.
Oh.
The northeastern
Come on,
end.
the door.
I'm gonna get my short bow back.
Can I use detect thoughts on the crowd?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's big brain. That's big brain boy.
Most are astonished. Some are confused whether it was a good trap or a bad trap. Others are
Okay.
thinking this was one of the best traps I've ever seen. Others want their money back. But all in all, the general consensus is it's been a good trap overall.
Ooh.
Some disappointments, but overall good. If you had to gauge the crowd, like if between I'm just pooling all the data between bad reviews, good reviews, medium reviews. Overall, 75% approve.
Nice.
I like that.
Nice.
Lovely.
So is it then we won?
Yeah, is this door open now?
That door is not open.
Oh,
No.
You said it was a door to
Wait.
the north, so.
You
North.
said there was a door to the north here.
The exit.
Or so you call it.
And after just a brief moment when the portcullis opened and the crowd went silent, they began erupting in cheers. As you, I would assume, all jaunt your way towards the exit.
I suppose.
And proud you should be as the way out is now open. And once through the exit, you see a table in a quiet alcove. It's stacked with cold beverages, crisp fruit, and a nice assortment of cheeses. Offneeds stands up and addresses the gathering, who are split between applauding and grumbling discontentedly. Well done, short snouts! You beat the challenge! You shall go to the Hall of Champions! But first, you meet Tico. He is our trap maker tonight. And a small, purplish kobold nervously steps up onto a platform near Offneats, who yells to the crowd, "What think kobolds? Good trap! And would you guys like to do anything to sway the crowd one way or the other?
I would like to dragon's breath into the air above. Kind of like a burst, like.
There's a massive bolt of... Is it lightning? Yeah, it is lightning. As a seafoam blue crackle of spider lightning shoots out from your mouth. And they cheer, "Yeah! Time trap! Time trap!"
While he's doing this dragon breath, I'm casting a minor illusion to amplify the sound.
Ooh.
So it's
Ooh.
to that it just shoots and just goes over the top of the cave and arcs over everybody and just goes sprawling over everything, and you see the dangling ropes in the middle. Yeah.
Instead of just shouting out, I wanna again shout out an incarnation.
Okay.
Invertum Samaris! And
Ooh.
hey, when you're bored, you learn Latin. It's good language.
It's useful, man.
And with that, and with the incantation and the boisterous, they all cheer. And after a few more moments of cheer and applause, the crowd begins to disperse. And Offneats whistles, and the large bookie comes over, and he hands each of you your proper payout. All of you that bet on yourselves get a 10-to-1 payout. So 50 gold is 500.
No, didn't one guy got 20-1?
Niblix. Anybody who bet on Niblix gets a 20-to-1 payout. Because kobolds really hate gnomes.
Shit, racist.
I
Yep.
had
Well,
15
I
each.
actually bet on Terry. 100 gold.
So you'd get 1,000 gold payout.
Fuck
But-
yeah, man.
You,
Since I bet 50 on Niblix and 50 on myself, I gained 2,500 gold.
mm-hmm.
Damn.
That's some value. You can buy yourself like a whole
And
bag of
Offneats,
many things.
Offneats escorts you further down the hall to the Hall of Champions. This ironically named room contains the remains of all the previous parties that failed to complete the past traps. Part museum and part trophy room. It's irreverently maintained. Kobold vault keeper named Cheese is polishing one of the displays. As you walking past, skeletons of past contestants in full gear are displayed around the room. One such display is a group of dwarves wearing plate armor who were crushed and compacted into a gruesome cube. Several rangers and druids, all of whom are missing their feet. 3 tieflings, each with a dark-robed halfling on their shoulders who appears to be choking them with a chain. And Cheese looks up at you and goes, "Ah! True victors! Well then, here's what I've got for you." And he unrolls a leather pouch that just over a stone makeshift slab holds much more than you'd think it would, but these guys are clever. Or none of these be catching your interest. I can make you something.
So, just clarification, because I think I'm the only one this applies to. Whatever I pick carries over to my other.
Yeah,
No, it also applies to me.
Oh, okay.
but
Can I split all my gold between you guys, whoever like the thingies apply to the next game?
well, I was gonna say you have your choice between the gold or the item.
Oh, what do you guys want?
Grunty doesn't need gold.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
look
you
at a
do.
couple of the items before I decide. Give me just a second.
Yeah,
I will
The-
ask. I will float back down to the ground
Oh yeah.
and ask the kobold. Right, he's a kobold.
Yes.
And Niblix just look at him with a disapproving sight and just ask him to please, those slave, free them.
Oh,
Slaves? What slaves?
Those in chains.
And he looks over at Offneats. Offneats is... We'll set one of them free. You look after him.
All good. And he's going back with his new free.
And he's as grateful as you can imagine, just sniveling and not thinking he would ever see the light outside the cavern again. After so many failed traps before him, he knew there was bound to be one group of adventurers that was strong enough to take them out. And he's happy he came across you, Niblix, who didn't take him out, but took him out of his chains.
I will approach the kobold. Cheese was his name, right?
Yep.
Look down at him with.
You want one of my items, eh?
Look down at him with glowing blue eyes.
or take one of those. I don't care.
I've got a request.
What?
A blowgun. Do you know how to make one? Not for me. For a friend.
I don't know what a blowgun is. But can make you door teeth.
Do I know what it is?
No. Kobold
Take a
invention.
gamble, mate.
I've got door teeth. I've got wicker whippers. I've got the bungee rope.
Whippers.
You know the bungee rope. He never got there. And he digs through his pouch. This thing. And it's a bowing kobold figurine. It's a golden statue.
I will look down at him and try to intimidate Logan.
I don't know. And Afnitz comes to interject. You stop interrogating my curator. Take your prize and leave. You one-trap trap.
I'll take the braces.
A prize. And he whistles as a group of kobold guards comes in from the walkways down the Hall of Champions. One for each of you.
I'll take the bracers of art.
Bracers of archery. Okay. And with that, guys, thanks for playing. It's been
Hang on a
Thank
second,
you.
mate. What do you want me to guys to do? Do you want me to give you gold or pick an item or whatever was it?
You can go ahead and pick an item. I'm just gonna take my 2,500 gold and donate that to my new character. So that's it.
Okay, can I then just distribute all my gold between you, whoever can carry to the next game? Because I
Actually,
don't
you know
know
what?
what
Fuck
item.
that. I'm taking gold.
My gold there.
Take the money, man. It's always best.
Yeah. I just don't know what Grunty will do with money. But then again, what will Grunty do with bracers? His arms are too small.
I mean, the bracers of archery, if you take those, they apply to all your ranged attacks, do they not?
No, only with a long bow and a short bow.
Doesn't he use a short bow?
No, he has a blowgun.
Oh. What armor is Grunty trained in?
None.
Well, before we continue,
Because that mithril chainmail is awesome.
before we continue this conversation, I just want to say thanks again, everybody, for playing the game tonight. I had a lot of fun.
Thanks for hosting.
Yeah, thanks.
I had a lot of fun.
Thanks for the introduction, man.
Yeah, thank you so much, man.
It's not the traditional adventure that you'd expect from D&D, but
No, it was so cool.
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
there was a lot of traps that you guys missed. Honestly, like the spike walls that come out of the walls that push you into the spike traps. You guys avoided all of those.
Oh, I was
You-
gonna knock on one of those. Think
You avoided the rust monster.
Wait, Rust Monster?
Yeah, there was a rust monster. You avoided the carrion worm.
Oh, jeez, I'm happy. This was honestly such a cool one shot.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun with that.
Very, yeah.
By the way, Terry,
Yeah.
do keep in mind, Grunty is on the verge of being tiny. He is very small.
I mean,
So
yeah,
mi-
that's why you were able to just, like, hop up on my shoulder, no problem.
Yeah, which is why chainmail would probably just suffocate him. Something.
Well, the Cloak of Elvenkind is a really good idea if you're trying to be a stealthy character, too.
Wait, there's a cloak of Elvenkind.
Yeah, Cloak of Elvenkind's in there. That Ring of the Ram is pretty cool. If it wasn't an
No,
attunement slot,
there's
I
a
would've
belt-
immediately
there's
taken that.
There's there is a cloak of Elvenkind. Oh my god, yes, cloak of Elvenkind.
Yeah, go ahead and take that, because...
Yeah, Cloak of Elvenkind.
I was looking at the belt real hard, and I was like...
Yeah,
I'd rather go
I
with
saw the
the-
belt, and I was like, okay, but yeah, cloak of Elvenkind. I'm gonna add that to Grunty right away. Or should I not? I'm gonna add it when it's like when he gets it.
Chris said not to add it immediately.
Right.
Yeah,
They're probably gonna like inherit something, or a messenger will be like, "Ah, these are from your friend Black Terry."
Right. It'll happen in
Please
game.
make Black Terry an NPC
Black
that we can run
Terry.
into.
Yes, but don't make Valner an NPC because